The sun is out, surfboards are up, beach towels are down as the hunt for the crown continues with high tide. On the other side, the electrifying, all-dominating, most exhilarating, undenying rulers of Apprentice, the omnipotent sandwiches, forces are clashing tonight, led by two different admins in Sammy and Spence, with one team looking to fight to maintain their playoff spot, and the other taking on all challengers to defend their position at the very top of the tier. Tonight we are in for a show. What's good, VDC? My name is Michael Sark. It's been a minute since I've seen y'all. I miss being up here. I'm glad to be back. And with me, I have PN's finest, Project Nova's one of one striker. What's up, my boy? How you doing tonight?
Doing great. Excited to watch this exciting Apprentice tier match. A lot on the line for both these teams. To the 2-0, we could get They could lock up the 1 seed. Could OS tonight, and High Tide not completely out of the running for that 2 seed in that first round bye. So a lot still to play for both these teams trying to lock up seeding.
Yeah, without a doubt. Omnipotent sandwiches. I will be referring to them as omnipotent sandwiches, by the way, because that's just how I do it. But that being said, I think they're 22-8 going into this game, if I'm not mistaken, which is insane. OS is on an incredible run this season, as well as in Prospect, where I think they just set the record for the best win-loss ratio in any season there. So Prospect is winning right now. Apprentice is winning, going to secure the first place tonight, first seed. Like you said, if they get that 2-0. But yeah, we're in for a lot. So there's a lot to be expected here. But HT is not something to mess around with at all. I think right now they're in either the 3rd seed or 4th seed, but this could also secure them even further into their playoff run if they come out on top tonight.
Yeah, they are currently the 3rd seed, just barely holding off the MF Enforcers. Oh, we're getting right into map bans with the Paninis banning Bind. Ascent, very quickly banned by Crest. Two kind of interesting.
I don't know if I like these map bans. These are maps I like to watch.
Yeah, Ascent's like the really good, honest Valorant map. So if I kind of potentially see the HT reasoning to ban, you're just trying to shake things up, not try to play like default map. Though. Split banned. I love Split.
Yeah, I will say one thing. Nah. Split, they can delete Split. I am more than happy with Split and Icebox being removed from the game. That being said, though, Ascent, I don't know. I don't know if I like the Ascent ban or not, because on one side, though, Ascent is the most popular map in VDC's history, highest pick rate in Season 4, as well as, I think, Season 5. But most teams are comfortable on it, which might be the reason why HT banned it, and I think OS win rate is extremely high as well. But the Bind as well being banned, I feel like we're going to get some weird map choices. What do you think is going to be picked here?
So Breeze hasn't been banned yet. So, I think it's the Apprentice Classic is the Breeze chicken of, do you just, neither of you ban Breeze, but no one picks Breeze. But OS will occasionally call you on that Breeze bluff. I believe they've played it more than any other team in Apprentice so far. I think Lotus has a really high chance of being picked here. It feels like this could just be Lotus Sunset. 2 of the newer maps.
Yeah, 2 of the maps that I am not excited to queue into ranked for. I'm not going to lie. I'm still a classic. I love my Haven. I love my Bind. I love my Ascent. I don't know. We'll see. VDC is always up for a higher challenge, though. So whether it becomes the strats, the more consistent gameplay, the cooperation and whatnot, those maps with 3 sites or things like Sunset where there's so much importance with taking mid, those maps really show the different skill levels between the good teams and the great teams.
Yeah, Icebox banned. So, the two maps without real mids have been banned. And the 2 maps with really important mids have been banned. So Breeze is still on the board here. And Breeze will be picked. Kind of on theme, though, for Crest to be picking it, though.
Yeah, I was wondering, do you know... I know you're an expert or apprentice yourself, so you're a little familiar with both of these teams, as well as myself. I kind of know the players, but I'm not in the tier, so do you know, is there a very heavy op presence on either side, with Breeze being one of the first pick maps?
I'm trying to. I feel like I don't remember. I remember a ton of ops when I played. either of these teams so far this season. I think Devasi might have that pocket chamber here, and maybe that's what we'll see. Just
Oh,
get
that's
that
true.
big frag, get that op out. I believe there are I think I definitely remember. I think Brennan will pull out the op here. Hey, Brennan.
Yeah, I
I
guess
think
we're.
one. I think when we did play OS on Breeze, they did pull out an op on their Jet player. So I think whoever plays Jet will get the op. But this team doesn't have like the classic what I would describe as dominant opper in the tier. It's not a royal who's just like they're gonna buy an op round 3, run from it, dread it, prepare for it. Don't pick Breeze. Don't let them op.
No, that's very true. That's very true. Yeah, I will say we are far away from chamber meta. Once those double TPs come back, we might see a difference. But I've known Tavasi to always mess people up with his chambers, so that'd be exciting to see on Breeze. I don't know how good it would be on Sunset though, so we'll see how big the team comp changes are.
I think on Sunset you gotta play the Cypher still, but I think on Breeze you can kind of get away with the chamber because his trip is still, I think, still one of the nicer pieces of utility for holding the hall that they reopened. And then the ability to play there's a lot of nasty one and dones you can play on either site to get a pick and get out, where I think kind of how wide and how spacious it is, it's a little tougher to throw those Cypher and KJ setups down. There still are some really cool kill trips should you elect to play them, but I think this is one of the maps where you can still run a chamber pretty efficiently.
Hey, I'm all for it. As a past chamber main, I was on OS for season 1, 2, and 3 starting off in VDC. Unfortunately, when I eventually moved from expert to mythic, they kind of lost their mythic team because there was a little bit of a reduction. But that being said, it was fun the whole time I was there. I played during chamber meta. I remember making it to finals then too, and I miss him. I'm not gonna lie. He's one of my favorite characters to play. It's unfortunate his power level is so low nowadays, but if Tavasi takes him out, I mean, I know as a caster I'm supposed to be unbiased, but I bleed OS and I bleed for all chamber players, so I'm excited to see that tonight.
Yeah, it could be really interesting. Here's my weird Valorant hot take. Rank was actually better when chamber was broken because the lurking Reyna player played a sentinel.
Is that me? Did I just get flamed?
This is just like my ranked experience. Like they all pick Reyna, they all hide in the back. But when they were on chamber, they had a flank piece of utility. They kind of played their role. Instead of just a baiting duelist, they were baiting sentinel, which is a little easier to mentally swallow. When it's like, okay, they're supposed to bait. They're supposed to be last in. It's fine. When it's like the Reyna who's like, I've just run on site. I am Cypher. What has happened to the world?
No, fair enough, fair enough. All right. Well, going into Agent Select, we talked about the chamber, but what else are you expecting? Are we going to see like the Viper, even though the Viper got nerfed? Could Harbor be coming out here?
I think you could see the Harbor, but I think Viper is still just so
chamber.
good. The nerf was strong. I think the nerf was good, but it wasn't like a debilitating nerf. The nerf feels the worst probably on pistol, that you can't double up with Molly, and you can't go shield Molly orb. You have to go pick, but you can only have 2 of the 3. Sage is an interesting show here. Like 0 initiator currently being shown by High Tide. Okay.
Oh my god. You know what? I've seen such an outburst of Neon and ISO players after the buffs came out, and I hate it. There's nothing more infuriating than landing the headshot on the ISO and just dying because they had the shield. So seeing that on the side of HT is something that we need to watch out for, but something more though is the double Neon matchup. This is going to be awesome.
Terra could potentially playing the Neon, more noted for their initiator play. Them on a duelist, I mean, the Neon Stun does give them that kind of initiator style rift. But I think Neon's really strong. Banjo is a very strong Neon player. Even before the buff, this Breeze was one of the better Neon maps. Oh, the triple duelists, kind of a little bluffy, it turns out. Maybe?
I mean,
yeah.
With this type of team comp, Yoru isn't the oddest pick, but definitely not the most consistent pick that we've seen. That being said, though, it's a very standard comp on the side of OS, but far from standard on the side of HT. We got the Gecko and the Sova. Hopefully a safe plant. No Harbor Cove to block off the plant, though, for Wingman. But with everyone just running onto site, I guess we'll see how they decide to play that.
And yeah, I do have a couple walls. You do have that neon wall as well to help you get on site, which can preserve your Viper. You can preserve your Viper gas. But it will be interesting to see how they handle. They will be starting on attack. I think this map could be considered attacker-sided more often than not, but it is a map that I think can be very swingy depending upon how the teams are playing that day.
Yeah, it's very easy for the defense to suffocate the attackers, but a well thought out strategy, a well thought out plan, it's impossible to counter sometimes, in my opinion, depending where that site goes. So we'll see where they start off tonight.
Yeah, it looks like we're kind of gambling here on A, using that Euro TP to allow for that fast rotate.
Yeah, oh my gosh, check
And
for the map. 4 players on the side of HT playing or OS playing defense.
3-2
Split here
split.
on A. An early peak coming out as well. No one to be seen though. The Neon dodge. Neon Sun does dodge, but oh, Monkey D. Luffy gets a great opening pick. First kill of the night. And here we go. Battles coming through. TK gets one. Luffy gets the other. And OS off to an insane start. The lurking chamber, like you said, it's that lurking Reyna roll. The last person left alive, Tavasi. 6 bullets, 4 people to get through. I don't know if this is possible. Spike is down. They have an insane high-low setup. And ooh, first contact has been made. Tavasi did land a bullet. But nah, the setup is too much. And oh my gosh, what a play call by OS. 4 people on the side of A. Insane.
Yeah, got the correct kind of mental initial mind game read of will we go A or B. A does feel like the more classic pistol round start. Took that early space aggression. You know, sometimes those neon stuns have a bit of a mind of their own, and then just good, clean gun work there from the Paninis to secure the round.
Yeah, no, interesting Cypher setup. Not actually going for the entrance, but going towards site. You won't really expect that if you're going to plant. That being
Yeah,
said, though, you're not going to expect this either. HT, another ace split, but this time through halls. And oh man, Tavasi almost gets shot by that Marshall. Manages to actually just sneak past through, and A-Side's completely given up. Legend X opportunity to make a play. Wingman is planting though, and oh man, is he gonna do it? 2 people right in front of him. Gecko Blind is out, and he gets both. Legend X, a great timing with the wall going down as well, and now it's just a 5v3 retake. Gonna be hard to hold this though. Chamber TP set up in a cool angle as well. Bomb is tapped. Corner gets cleared. And oh man, Chambers now on top. Looks like Monkey D. Luffy. He knows, but Brennan cleans it up. Oh my lord.
yeah, good initial execute, gets the spike down, but in the end, just the gun diff, just a little too much. The Gecko flash just a touch too late. Both kills being landed before Dizzy could zap him.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
those that don't know, or sorry, go ahead.
but just playing those off trips there over on B, I really like that. I think the initial trips is a little too easy to break now. Everyone gets used to them. So playing these deeper trips, playing more passive, letting them on site, makes it a little easier to kind of get the one that you need as a cipher trying to hold site, trying to buy that time.
Oh, fair enough. No, that's true. I completely agree with that. Cypher Trips is definitely a whole skill ceiling with how unbreakable they can get, but looks like they're just not going to even deal with it at all. Just that lurking chamber outside of B. Everyone's still coming towards A.
Lurking
Thankfully, though,
chamber.
for OS or HT, 4 people near A, 1 going towards mid. Might be seeing some space being taken, but not just yet.
The Yor did find the chamber there. Got it. Did win the duel, but did take a ton of damage in the process. 5 HP in a dream.
Yeah, I was gonna say for those that don't know, Monkey D. Luffy goes by Rishu, goes by Randy. He was my ex-OS teammate from season 1 and 2. So I might just be calling him Randy from now on, just as a heads up. But he's definitely a legend in himself, even though Legend X is on the team. But we're gonna see he only has a Deagle, 5 HP as well. This kill on Smarties could change the entire round. Slowly but surely sneaking up, holding their ground as well. You don't want to give up a gun this early either. Only 30 seconds left on the round though. This peak is going to be everything. Can Terror Kid hit the shot? His HT can make the right play call. Still have to get through that Cypher. In the unscope! Oh my god, it's that CSGO timing, but we're playing Valorant. What a kill, and Smarties gets 2! Oh no. Now this is terror unfolding. HT is swarming.
Yeah, but one of the final boss sentinels here on the site.
Oh, but the Cypher setup doesn't prevail. Banjo gets Drisk. Unfortunate spray with the Guardian, doesn't get it all the way, and now it's Brennan and Legend X. Spectre in hand, goes for the classic instead. This might be the tech. Brennan gets one. Oh, Smarty's on for the 3K. Does get low though. Completely winnable. 2 headshots and a body shot away for Brennan.
Almost two, but multiple body shots. Banjo only 125 on the armor, but time not on Brennan's side.
Yeah, I don't think you go for the save here, but you might be able to get a kill or two, but damn!
Smarties,
Smarties, 4 kills on the round.
really good, good sustaining. Kept 3 rifles alive, does give him some strength here. Into this first rifle on rifle round potentially here. Yeah, just a little unlucky. There was a good setup, but just, the Guardian, not the best weapon to spray a Cypher Cage with. But now it
Yeah,
has
without a
Vandal
doubt.
in hand. I think we'll get more value, but that was essentially a 3-4 on 1 on the site. That's not much you can do there.
Yeah, interesting buy here though. Tavasi, the only person without a full buy, opting for that Marshall with the light armor.
Will they
Is
be
a chamber
Marshall
player.
Mathers?
Yeah, we'll see if he can clutch up. And yeah, we're gonna see kind of a default here, seeing if any person makes any mistake on the defense. Oh, that being said, Legend X almost peeks out and dies, but oh my god, Brennan! Through 2 walls, Viper and Neon's wall gets the kill. That has to be an infuriating pick on the side of HT.
Big first pick. That is their one duelist, their real ticket to explode onto a site. It's gonna have to get grindy now if they want to get on.
Oh
What
my
God!
god! Now that's a legend. That's an X Factor. It's Legend X. Unfortunately, Aki did use the Gecko ult while that happened. Oh my god, somebody clip that. Clip that and send that right now. 5v2 remaining HT. OS, they're a first seed team for a reason. When you make plays like that, I mean, come on now. There's no counterplay. Aki left all alone in mid with their teammate Smarties, but man, this just has to be a save unless insane peaks come from OS. What a round.
Yeah, absolutely. There's just some huge damage done there. Good idea to try to, right idea, trying to follow in the Thrash, but just the unfortunate lineup and Legend making their shots. OS now playing real disciplined here, just trying not to give away any guns. Their economy not truly fully built up yet, and so I think they just are content to keep 5 rifles alive and
Yeah,
start building
Striker.
that bank.
Striker, I gotta know. All right, with your experience with some of these teams and some of these players, HT's kind of going down right here, 3-1. They keep going A. What do you think might be the swap up? They went A through mid, they went A through tunnel, but what can they do here to kind of switch it up?
I think maybe more mid control, like fighting through door. I think if you have people actually coming in through that double door set underneath, it makes holding that a the that kind of cave a little tougher. I mean, that the cipher potentially, or you're just gambling. Maybe go B. I know there is the cipher there, but like you do have the utility on this team to deal with a cipher setup.
Fair enough. All right, we're not too sure if the stream is still going. You guys might not be able to see much, but we'll try to explain it as well as we can. We're going to have a A-B split. Yeah, you heard that right. 2 players going B, 2 players going A, 1 staying mid. Smarties all by themselves, about to fight against a Luffy clone. And oh man, it's a dodge, but unfortunately, Randy does get the kill on Smarties as Legend X takes out Sova on HT, and now it's a 5v3. Attacking side is just not working as well as OS dominance on defense is just staying alive. We might be
Yeah.
see